Welcome to the active system. In this video you will learn about the overall features of the active system and its comprehensive nature in helping every discipline within the nursing home to take care of the residents. We're going to enter the active system by double-clicking the icon on the desktop, and now we need to enter our password in order to meet HIPAA regulations. The information of the residents is password protected. You type in your password and then you are presented with a roster of residents on the screen. The active system is designed to emulate the physical layout of your facility. So it is organized by nursing unit. At the top you see that you're on nursing unit number 2, and this is called station 2. If you hit your tab key, you go to your hold unit where you can transfer discharge residents for temporary access after they're discharged. Then you have station 1. When you hit your tab key and hit your tab key again, you're back to station 2. You can also scroll up and down the roster to view various residents, and this is also a search window where you just simply start typing the name of the resident and it jumps to the first match. And then you can hit your equal sign to jump to the next match. You can also type tube to jump to tube feeding residents. So it's a very useful tool to have it as a search window. Now at the top of your screen you have various drop-down menus that you can access, and they're organized by function, and every aspect of the active system can be accessed through these menus. Your help menu shows you a user manual that has a wide variety of chapters that you can access and learn about the active system. In the help menu you also have a series of videos that you can access that will show you step by step how to do the major functions of the active system. You also have booklets that you can quickly access from the system that show you color illustrations and step-by-step procedures for performing all the functions of the active system. Now we'll go up to the discipline tabs. At the very top you see the discipline tabs. The entire system is organized according to discipline, and you simply click the discipline that you want, and you are presented with the command buttons specific for that discipline that you simply click. This is the doctor's tab, and now you go to the physician's orders and you have the MAR sheets. You can also go to the facts recommendations for the physician, which are very detailed and provide the information, the physician with the information they need to make an informed decision. MDS assessments facilitate the assessment for the physician, as well as providing the physician with a to-do list, or whoever's due for assessment. The system will keep track of that for the physician. On the pharmacy tab you again have the orders and the MARs. You can also access a listing of the NDC codes, a very comprehensive listing. And you have an ICD-9 codes, which is again very comprehensive. In the nurse tab you have a wide variety of things such as infection control monitoring, psychotropic monitoring, falls assessments and monitoring, skin logs, weekly summaries, EMDS once they're completed, INO records, restorative. You have discharge summaries. Now this includes a lot of clinical information, plus all the comments for the residents are summarized. Each resident, if you press F7 on the resident, each resident has 1,800 lines of comments for 10 different disciplines. So that is 180, 1,800 times 10 comments, lines that can be presented. That is about 10 years worth of comments for each discipline. The idea behind the active system is make it readily accessible and easy to put in comments and do assessments so that you capture everything that is ever done for the resident in these comments. You have lists of standard comments that you can access very quickly and easily, type in your own, edit the ones that you select. All of this is available. If the active system is available at the nurse's station and within the departments, you can train the staff to record all the incidental things that are ever done for every resident within the facility, and that is collected by the active system. It is used throughout the active system on assessments and presented in many different reports, and then a discharge summary can be done. Many of the comments will get into the medical chart through the assessments, but some of them may not. But all of them will get into the chart if the discharge summary includes the discharge summary from the active system. And you can see up at the top that all discipline assessment and comments can be printed here, and a very detailed, comprehensive summary can be placed in the chart to make sure that the facility is covered and that everything ever done for that resident is in that resident's medical chart. You have ADL sheets from the nursing tab, hydration records and sheets and reports, turning schedules. Many different nursing aspects are available within the system. The DON tab contains many of the nursing buttons, as well as facility summary that summarizes the cost and expenses within the facility and compares it to the budget. And you have that in addition to many clinical components that are summarized for the DON for the entire facility. And you have survey information, survey rosters, quality indicators, and reports. Then we go to the RD tab. You have the assessments for the RD and for all other disciplines, depending on which tab is selected from the comment section. If we go back to the comment section and select DT for dietitian, and then you go to the assessment, you'll see a very historical comprehensive assessment for the resident. That shows the most current assessment and then backtracks and shows all the previous assessments, as many as will fit on one page. So the one-page assessment shows a complete history of the resident and what has been done for that resident over the past year to year and a half. The weights are put into the system and calculations are instantly done. A tube feeding planner allows the dietitian to plan up to 4 different regimens and compare them to figure out which one is best for the resident. You have an RD recommendation sheet that facilitates the dissemination of RD recommendations to the entire staff. The weight variance log is very detailed and compares it to the skin assessments, as well as the medications, as well as the interdisciplinary assessments and care plans that have been done for the resident. The nutrition summary report summarizes and graphs and compares many different nutritional aspects of the resident's care. In the diet tab, you come to the tray cards, which are very pictorial and color-coded on 4 different major diet components can be color-coded for every resident. You have pictures of the residents, pictures of the adaptive equipment that is assigned to the resident, and the dining locations are printed on the bottom. You also have labels, which are bar-coded and pictures on them. The barcodes can be placed on the labels as well as the tray cards to facilitate recording of nourishment and meal consumption. Table tents for the dining room tables. Adaptive equipment selector is shown here. Very easy to put the adaptive equipment. You just simply scroll through and find which one you want. Production sheets, recipes, spend down sheets with coaching that projects your spending through the rest of the month based on the spending you've done so far, compares it to the budget, and you get coaching to show you where you are when you enter the program and leave the program. Inventory, which has 8 different inventories so far. You can hold up to 99 different inventories. Each inventory is an entire inventory for a dietary department. And the inventory can be tracked with barcoding. You can run a perpetual inventory very easily with barcoding in this system. Also has order guides that can be customized for your facility. Diet handouts are available for a wide variety of different diets that are personalized according to the nursing home and the resident. In-services, a complete package of in-services with post-quizzes as well as attendance sheets and attendance tracking. You have policies and procedures for all departments. The system comes loaded with a complete set of dietary policies and procedures that can certainly be edited, added to, changed in any way that you need. The forms section loaded up here, it loads with the dietary handouts, but there is a wide variety of forms that are in the system that are currently in the system, and the active system automatically fills them out based on the information that comes from the Cardex for the resident. Well, you can also scan your own forms into the system and have the active system fill them out for you. All you need to do is keep the Cardex of the resident up to date, and you will get very accurate assessments automatically filled out using the active system. The rehab section includes the rehab assessment plus other buttons that may be useful to the therapist. Social service includes the social service assessment. All of these assessments can be pushed to the MDS to automatically fill out the MDS. Active activities includes the activities assessment, as well as the activities calendar, which is fully illustrated with a wide variety of clip art for a wide variety of different occasions, and each occasion includes up to 200 different clip arts. You also have an attendance record and tracking for each resident. The RAI program includes the MDS worksheet, which is accessible from every discipline, but this is a it includes the entire MDS worksheet, and it lines up the MDS assessments in column fashion. The current MDS is in the first column, and all previous MDSs are shown to the right, so you can see on the screen a dozen previous MDSs, but it shows you through horizontal scrolling up to 50 different MDSs that have been done for that particular resident in the past. So you can quickly and easily see what has been done and where the changes have occurred for each resident. You can fill it out using the entire MDS using the worksheet, or you can go to the MDS forms and fill it out the traditional way. You have wraps for all disciplines that are filled out partially or entirely, although we highly recommend that additional information be handwritten in on the wraps to personalize them even more. But there are wraps for all disciplines that are filled out in accordance with the information from the Cardex. Then you have a care plan program that quickly assembles care plans based on the information that's in the Cardex. Coming from each discipline, and this information is very, very individualized because it considers a wide variety of clinical information, weights and labs and meal consumption and feeding skill and cognitive status in a variety of ways. Plus you have diagnosis, nursing diagnosis, medication, nutrition, activities, social service, and rehab care plans according to a wide variety of listings that you can access and load and add to your care plan. These can be put in. There are many that are in here already, but they can be put in by the different disciplines and accessed, edited, and added to, so that as your team works with this program, it becomes more and more individualized to the people that are using it. So it's by no means a canned care plan package. What it is it allows all disciplines to work together and assemble a detailed, individualized care plan, master care plan for the resident that is very, very interdisciplinary. Then you go to the admissions package, or the administration package. Facilitates the admission process. The admissions coordinator simply fills out these questions, and then the system produces all the admission forms filled out in their entirety from the one series of questions that are answered on the system. You have census tracking and air source tracking from this program. You also have the business office program, which has the resident trust. Each resident has a resident trust within the system, and the interest distribution is done through the system, as well as reconciling to the bank statement. Complete accounting package on the system. With checking accounts, accounts payable, receivable accounts, expenses, line item assessments, liabilities, and check printing. This is a UB92 form that can be filled out on the system. Then you go to the maintenance section, which includes housekeeping scheduling, but there's maintenance scheduling for maintenance. You can schedule a wide variety of housekeeping tasks that need to be done with each room, as well as insert your own items that need to be done and the frequency and the dates that they would be done. You can each be done and divide that according to the different positions within housekeeping and maintenance. This is a laundry label program for printing labels to label your laundry. And then the last section is the risk management section. The main option here is the incident reporting option, which is user definable. It comes defined already with many different aspects that you would want to be tracking and reporting incidents on. You have employee incidents as well as resident incidents, and then you have trending that can be done to facilitate your risk management within the facility. And that's a lot of the features within the active system, but there are many, many more. And within each feature, there are dozens of different options and different ways to do things. The active system has been developed since 1990, in a wide variety of nursing homes in many different locations, working with many different people, and that is what you get whenever you subscribe to the active system. You get the system as it stands now, plus the system grows according to what you need it to do. And you tell us what is needed, and we develop that into the system, and that's how the active system has been growing since 1990. It's completely developed in the field with people using it. As you subscribe to it, you get all the benefit and the features of the active system as it stands, plus you get to grow along with the other subscribers of the active system as we program this system to do exactly what you need it to do, to help you more and more and more. The more you use it, the more help you get to take care of your residents, to provide better service, and in a shorter amount of time. And the people that use the system find that they can provide this better service and still work a 40-hour week, get home and be with their families, and still do a better job and offer better services than they could possibly do doing it by hand. So that's what we offer with the active system. That's what we're providing you. So please feel free to look at the system further. We would love to send you a demo disc that will allow you to install a completely functional version of the system on a computer in your nursing home or any number of computers for 30, 60, or 90 days, however long you need to use the system, to decide that it is the system for you, and it will help you and your staff take better and better care of your residents. Thank you very much for your time and interest, and we look forward to hearing from you.